Well, howdy, whoever's sitting there watching. Randy, what's going on, brother? You doing all right tonight? Appreciate your comment earlier on my video that I did. Like that. Boy, it's fun going back and forth from looking at the camera and to a time delayed computer with the chat. So it's gonna take me a while to get used to that. See, now I just saw myself pointing. Randy, where do you live at? Hey there, sir. How are you doing tonight? Oklahoma. That's where the winds come rolling down the plains, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Probably nice and cool up there. Jacob, I'm no troublemaker. I'm on camera, so that way you can keep me in line. I'm not in trouble. You need to come over and help me do some foam. I'm already done. Tell you what, I don't know what I did to my elbow. Y'all don't care about this. But this morning I woke up and this elbow is sore to the touch. You see, it's pretty swollen. And I don't know what it is. I guess swimming in foam can do damage to your body. I'm doing pretty good. I'm got the day off today, so I cleaned up underneath the train layout. These are cabinets right here behind me. Um, I need to clean those out so I can get more storage. I've got a lot of the stuff clutter off the train layout. I'm gonna put train cars up tomorrow, dust it off real good, and I'm gonna start hitting the plaster cloth pretty hard. My goal is to have plaster cloth down and just the top of the foam and the plaster all painted to get rid of the pink and the blue stuff look. But that's the goal. We'll see how it is and how it goes. You would drive to me, huh? Where in Alabama are you, Jacob? Woo, eating plaster cloth. Ah, that would taste pretty nasty. Puts a whole new meaning to, what was that, heartburn medicine, kaopectate, tasted like chalk. Ugh, that's bad stuff. So if any of y'all saw my video that I posted last night, sorry about the background music. I didn't realize how much the camera or my phone picks up that background music. Tony sent me a message saying that B-52 is going to be stuck in his head all day. So I wonder if he was singing Love Shack all day long. That'd been funny to see if he was. Jacob, just got your text message. That's cool. So where are you originally from? You're from Wisconsin, I think, right? How long you been in Alabama? RDNT, whereabouts do you live at? Well, good thing about Alabama is if it's a lot like Texas, you don't have to shovel snow. You know, every kid's dream here in South Texas or Southeast Texas is to have a white Christmas. Not going to happen. Be nice to see. It's nothing for us to be wearing flip flops and shorts on Christmas Day. I guess next time I do a live stream, I'll kind of put a post up of a topic to talk about. But these fly by the seat of the pants ones are kind of nice to do. Yeah, we got 5 people watching now. 4. Yeah, but when you wig it, Jacob, they're a lot of fun. Can you hear the background music, by the way? Is it too loud? Okay, well, you're partial to country music anyway, Jacob, so that's a good thing. Hey, Byron, what's going on, man? How was work today? Satch Hulk Smash is a guy I work with at my job. Do y'all miss me? Lots of laughs. Be right back. I gotta get another cold one, okay? Hang tight. Don't go anywhere, people. I'm back. This is the beer I drink here in Texas. What KCS locomotives do I have? Hold on, I'll show it to you. Hey, Peyton, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. My son's on here, Paladin. Did I say it right that time, Peyton? I hope so. This is one of my KCS locomotives, an SD70 Ace. It's Kato. And I also have got an MRC decoder with sound in it. It sounds gross. I am not happy with the way the MRC decoder sounds. Also, it's in the house, but also have a SD50 in the gray scheme. And I'm having problems with that one. This Atlas. I need to get new contact strips, I think, for the trucks to pick up electrical. Rolling stock. I've got a couple center beam cars. I have a load of the KCS center flow cover hoppers in that Southern Bell scheme. And then I have 3 KCS cars that I just got. I'm going to do a video on a shout out or a mail call on those here in the next few days. I recorded it, but I just haven't put it up yet, put it together. KCS is hard to find. I wish there was more of it. But I guess that's what happens when you're the smallest Class 1 railroad. Paladin. Paladin, Peyton? That's how you say it? So if you like live stream gaming, check out my boy's channel. He can tear some Destiny 2 up. He's pretty good at it. I think he told me his name is from a character that he created for his game. I'm actually trying to find a place to make decals for me. We got Joe G working on some for me. He's designed me a logo and some decal sets. So I'm gonna get him to make me some. That way I can make custom some custom train cars and locomotives. Yep, but don't emphasize the middle A too much. But you know you're gonna have to tell me 200 times before I get it right. What other railroad names you might buy? I'm on the BNSF and Kansas City Southern. I'd like to do just Burlington Northern. Believe it or not, there's really not a lot of Burlington Northern that's grabbed me. My favorite locomotive is the SD40-2. I have Intermountain came out with those. Love the way it sounds. It's real lightweight, so it doesn't seem to pull very well. And I was messing with JMRI on a program track, and I jacked it up somehow. It don't do nothing now, so I've got to figure out how to reset all the CVs or all that garbage on it. I do have an old Kato SD40-2 that needs it's got still a split board type decoder. I need to get a decoder for that. I'd love to run that one. Other railroads, Rock Island. I remember when I was a kid, Rock Island used to be coming through here. Used to actually play on a caboose. It used to be parked on a siding over here by my house when I was growing up. Oh yeah, Peyton, you and your little war bonnets. Let me show everybody your locomotive, Peyton. There's Peyton's locomotive. Old -8, Atlas -8. But he won't admit it. He's partial to that new BNSF swoosh design. Hey, Jeff. Glad to see you there, brother. So you have two of those Intermountain SD40-2s. One runs good and the other's a little jerky. Now, Jeff, on yours, you know, you get going up the speed on it. When you bring the speed down, does it keep rolling forever? Just don't know if it's mine and maybe set up kind of different like. All right, Byron, man, glad that you popped in. I know you're probably falling asleep to this boring train talk, but man, it's good to see you. I like the support from my guys at work. Take care, man. I'll see you next Monday. Slick Red and Silver. I think you just came up with a nickname for your locomotive, didn't you? So, Randy, what was your favorite paint scheme by the Rock Island? Was it the blue or the I think they had maroon and red? Well, Joe, you didn't miss out on much, man. I did give a small shout out to you, talking about you working on some logos and stickers for me. Sorry, I do the bad habit. Um, so I told him I'm really impressed with it. So I'm gonna get with you. I got your email. I do like the way that looks. Um, so I just got to hold it up to compare to a train car. See what it looks like. I'm loving the design. Absolutely. Hey JT, what's going on, man? Yeah, Randy, the maroon is a pretty one. Um, Here in Tomball, there is a restaurant called Goodson's Cafe. It's been on Travel Channel for Best Eats, those kind of food channels on TV, and it's named after Miss Goodson. I have a picture of her standing at the Tomball Depot, working the semaphore, and and with a Rock Island maroon on the siding there. It's pretty cool looking. Working on trees. There's a lot of videos out there on trees, and Ben at Creative Rails is done some beautiful trees. I'm gonna actually attempt his. I don't do a lot of how-to videos because I don't know how to do a lot of stuff. So but years ago I used to make trees out of crepe myrtle twigs. So when the crepe myrtles lose everything, I might grab some, just kind of do a quick thing, just to show you how to make a tree. Not there's enough of them out there. Rock Island N scale. Well, N scale is the only way to go. Yeah, I'm kind of partial, I guess. Yeah, if y'all are buffering, it might be because of my internet connection here. I'm set up in the garage and the routers in the house on the far end. So Jacob, you never really ever said what your favorite railroad is. What's yours? Jeff, what's yours? JT1, what is your favorite railroad? You are darn right about that, S&J. I am not a pretty guy. I am pretty scary. Southern Pacific diesels. In N scale, you find a lot of old diesels. Southern Pacific. I have two. Actually, I got three. I have an SD 40-T, I think it is. Then I have an old SP with the turbo, I think it's called torpedo, on top. Won't do anything with that one. Who knows? May do that as a giveaway sometime. Who knows? Gotta hit 1,000 subscribers for it. I didn't even think about that. Long way to go. Yeah, here I am, ugly face and all. Well, Peyton, I gave you two Dr. Peppers the other night. Do you already drink them? I like the Sioux line. Sioux line, there's something about that scheme, that white and that red, that white and black Sioux on the side of that. It just grabs me. I like that. Peyton gets the Dr. Pepper from me. He can drink it like Kool-Aid. Yes, Joe G, I did get your email. I kind of said something about it probably while I was buffering. Love them. Respond back to you about, getting taken care of on that. Kind of stick it up next to a train car, see what it looks like. But love the logo. Absolutely love the logo. Have I seen Bandits? Hey Ashton, how are you? My daughter's online now. Fate, your addiction is Dr. Pepper and video games, right? I have a puzzle look. Okay. And enough puzzle with all this foam that I did. Putting little pieces in, filling up holes, stuff like that. Joe G, what railroad do you like, buddy? So JT1, do you like the newer Southern Pacific stuff or more of the older stuff? And you too, Jeff, you like the older Canadian Pacific or the newer stuff? One of my favorite Loca designs from the Canadian Pacific is one with the little beaver that was on it. Dr. Pepper beans. That might be kind of interesting to try. I have to say, I never got into the Milwaukee Road because Milwaukee Road reminds me too much of Union Pacific. You won't ever see Union Pacific on my railroad, not even a piece of rolling stock. Alaska Railroad. I've seen on one of the cameras, the live cameras of trains and stuff, that a cab view of the Alaskan Railroad. I cannot tell you what channel it is. It's just something I came across. When you go through all your stuff on YouTube. One of my first locomotives that I had was HO, and it was a Santa Fe war bonnet. Pac-Man logo, yes sir, yes sir. Years ago, I actually had a Bachmann. I had a Bachmann locomotive. It was the Pac-Man logo. Okay, Peyton, I guess you can text it to me. Ashton, you like steam locomotives. So you like that daylight, don't you? Randy, take care, man. Glad you stopped by for a few minutes. Kind of impromptu live chat here. But appreciate all your comments and watching my videos. So you have a good night, man. Colton Yard. What did you do in the yard? Yeah, random live streams are fun. You watch people like Sparky and Vinny, Tony. They start off for a few minutes with their program, I guess you can say, and then it just goes south. Because they start paying attention to the chat. The chat's a blast. Enjoy it. So you kind of a technician type deal on the rolling stock as it rolled through. I like that, Jeff. And I've seen yours on your videos. I like watching your trains just go around. To me, moving around, just watching trains move is fun and exciting. We can get on a tangent about the rivet counter, saying that, well, you shouldn't have steam locomotive in this era, and you shouldn't run this. The way I look at it is, anything that I run that's anything is just going to be an excursion train. I've got a Burlington Northern Executive train. I've got an SP Daylight train. I've got some CB&Q passenger cars, and stuff like that. And they're excursion passenger trains. I don't care. It's what I want to do. Ralph, hey man, glad to see you. Vinny, appreciate you just stopping by to say hello, man. Yeah, notification, just impromptu, just playing with the phone and all that stuff. Um, I'm going to probably try to find a webcam or something. I'm going to, I don't know if y'all saw that one video, but I've been invited to be on YouTube Model Builders here in a couple of weeks. I think is what they've got me slated for. And I'll probably move the computer in the house, hook directly up into the router, and have a camera set up on the computer. Yeah, I just hope it's plug and play. I don't know anything about setting up cameras and stuff. Yep, Ashton, I am working on Old Town Tomball still. The train layout's been totally destroyed. I've redone it. Watch my videos, Ashton, and you see what I've done on it. It won't be exact as Old Town Tomball, but it'll have key buildings, the depot and Main Street Live. Those little few things there. Still want to create German Fest going on in the town when I get it built. That'd be something neat to see, Joe, is a steam train going through Alaska with all the snow and all that. Well, thank you, ma'am. Ashton is my daughter. That'd probably be a pretty good size display there. Don't you think, JT? Me and Brenda talk about if we ever win the lottery, what we would do with it. We'd have a huge, small house, maybe 4 bedrooms, but a huge house just for model railroad. And she does a lot of crafting, so we set up a big area for scrapbooking and things like that. It would be set pretty good. And we've actually talked about if we won the lottery, we'd buy property in the Texas Hill Country, and the house would be built out of old cabooses. Nah, really, we open a vineyard and then have like a bed and breakfast, and all of them are old cabooses. It's always fun to dream, right? Six miles long. Man, that's big. That is huge. How many tracks? My wife actually does help me quite a bit. S&J. She helps out a lot. We went to a train show in Temple a few weeks ago, and she actually bought more than I did. You will never see her on a video. She's shy, but she loves trains. She said if we ever bought another house, it'd be right on the railroad track, kind of like Wilmer's house on his videos. Hey Mike, how are you? And she likes doing the woodcraft buildings. I like plastic kits. She loves doing the craftsman kits. She really does. On my Pinterest page, I think I made a board of the railroad, and I'm not sure if I put pictures of her painting buildings or not. I don't remember. But yes, Brenda helps me out a lot. For my Lolitas Canyon, I kind of had foam stacked up, and I came out and got her opinion on it. She goes, man, you need to bring it down because I want to watch the train. So, and actually the reason I have a canyon and I'm eventually put a river in is because she likes that kind of scenery. To me, before I redid my layout, it was totally flat. It was flat everywhere. I had no inclines, no grades. And so she wanted that. So I figured out how to do it. And I'm going to do a video about my foam work, what I learned about it. I could have saved a lot of time and money if I would have done it a certain way that I realized after the fact. But I'll do a video on that in the future. Amtrak and Union Pacific run right behind your house. Gotta love that. Swimming styrofoam, absolutely. And now you're gonna tell me I'm gonna eat in plaster cloth. Railroading does bring families together, absolutely. When we go to the model train show in Temple, Texas, we go every year. It's not the greatest show in the world, but we've made it fun. One of our traditions we do. It's always at cotton harvest time, and we always stop on the side of the highway and we pick cotton. It's a lot of fun, and got pictures of Brenda picking cotton. A couple years ago, Peyton went with us. He picked some cotton. It was funny because one of the first questions he asked is this legal? I go, oh no, it's not legal. We can get thrown in jail. He turned as pale as a ghost. But I said, nah, you'll be fine. We're only picking a handful. So, but we pick cotton every year when we go to the Temple Train Show. Yeah, Mike, do need more railroad clubs. Houston, as big as a city as it is, only has a handful. And unfortunately, where I live, they're so far away. I can't get I can't get down there because of my work schedule. I would love to start a train club here in the Tomball area, northwest part of Houston. But, you know, I don't have the time from work to dedicate to it. I don't get every weekend off, so it's tough to do. So I used to be part of a modular club years ago. Really enjoyed that. I don't think I lost a lot of subscribers, Vinny. I think last I looked, I had 106, and that's about where I'm sitting. What's going on there, Crooked River? You doing all right tonight? Oh, we're just sitting here. I ain't gonna tell a story. I'm drinking a cold one. Out here in the garage with the nice weather outside. Just, yeah, let me see who wants to get on and just talk tonight. Politics and train clubs, absolutely. There is. John Dilly, what's going on, my friend? Doing okay? Yeah, my live ones ain't too exciting. Like Vinny's, Sparky's, Tony's, Jacob's live ones. Those are a lot of fun. Just got home from work. That means you didn't win the lottery either. So you win that lottery, you're going to build up there in Joplin. I'll come see it. Actually, we talked a minute ago. I talked about building a railroad if I won the lottery. I told Brenda what I would do is everybody that's subscribed to me, I'd fly them all down here, and we would have about 2 weeks of work building the railroad, get all the supplies, and just build it. I think that would be a blast. Who's in? Ashton, I know you would be. Teach you all about playing with foam. Jacob would help you with that. He's learned a lot about foam, or as I call it, pink stuff and blue stuff. Peyton can lay track. I know he can lay track. Come on, we'll do it. But I guess the first step is you have to have the money and start playing. Step one, play the lottery. Tourist destination, absolutely. Charge admission. Try to get a little bit back off your investment. But I've always said if I win the lottery, I'm going to find a way to make that lottery money make me money. Really, JT1? I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't shrink too much because I'm out in the garage. Down here in Houston, hot most of the time and cold. A lot of humidity. So we'll keep an eye out on that. That's another reason why I took the layout up, is because I just put it on cork on top of plywood, and the shift of everything kind of messed it up a lot. Second step is to win the lottery. Hot dogs and tacos for Vinny. He can make his meatballs. And Mike, you can bring your drone over and we'll have aerial footage of everything. How's that sound? Where did you find your 2-inch foam? I looked all over Houston and could not find it. I don't think it's in demand down here. That's why I had a tough time finding it. That's why I did so much foam work, because I had to cut an inch and then cut it again, just to bring it 2 inches. So I'll kind of give it a thing about the foam. Vinny asked me a couple videos ago why I'm bringing the foam up to the risers. The reason for that is I didn't think it out. As you will find out, and I may have said, I don't have anything planned. It's all by. Oops, sorry about that. I don't plan anything. I don't write it out. It's all in my head, and then I just put it onto the layout. I wanted to do that river scene, and I probably could have just put foam all across in 4x8 sheets, and then just cut the river out of that. But I didn't think that. I was thinking, well, I just got to do risers all the way around and bring the level up. That's what I learned the most, is I could have done it the cheaper way by just getting the foam. But I didn't. And I learned a lot about doing foam work. Yeah, mine actually is 2 inches high, and then it's 2% grade down to half an inch, just so I can go under, a girder bridge. I like the effect of it. It's amazing. I've always done cork on plywood, and the noise. Oh my God, it's got some noise from the locomotive. But putting the on the risers, oh my God, it's so much quieter. Even when you go over the ballast, it's a lot quieter. $50 a sheet. Ooh, that is pretty high. All right, good night, Ashton. I love you too. Thanks for stopping in. Be good. Yellow foam. I've never seen yellow foam. Here, it's either pink or blue or that white stuff, but that explodes everywhere. $80 a sheet. A sheet of 1-inch foam here is $20. And you can't. I got the 1-inch at Home Depot. I got my 1/2 inch at Lowe's. One thing I learned about the Lowe's foam, that 1-inch, that 1/2 inch, you had to pull that big old plastic backing off of it. Holy poop. It's funny. So, Vinny, have you recovered from all your visitors you had last week? Ooh, that song in the background's a good dancing song. Oh, Mickey Gilley. Sorry, that was random. It's kind of funny. Drinking a Lone Star beer at Mickey Gilley. Remember Urban Cowboy? What a weird coincidence. Sorry. Well, that's cool. Multitasking, huh, Peyton? So, Vinny, you saw my daughter, Ashton. The Paladin. Saying it wrong again. That's my son, Vinny. Who's an old man? Luke Towan's pretty awesome. Luke, was it Fuji Matamaya, something like that? He does a lot of cool scenery work as well. He did a vineyard, and I'm going to do his technique for a vineyard that I've got a plant on the other side of the Vaca Blanca River. Yeah, Urban Cowboy was a corny movie. It's got some good music in it. I remember seeing Gilley's when I was a kid down in Pasadena. It's a pretty big place. Jeff, that's awesome. I can't play them games either. I just get the controller and I just start pushing buttons. I mean, whatever happened to the joystick and the red button? That's all I need. That's all I need is a joystick and a red button. When we go even older, just a little paddle for some pong, and I'm good. Vinny, I don't have a clue who he is. I think that is a character that my son created uh, in his game Destiny 2 that he plays, that he freaking kicks some tail end on. So, John, I guess I should ask you, have you recovered from the week with Vinny and Sparky? I think there was a place called Palomino. Pinball and Space Invaders. There's a place up here in the Woodlands, just north of Tomball here. It's called the Game Preserve, and you go in there and you pay $30 cover charge, and it's nothing but old arcade games. You name the arcade game, it's there. Pinball machines from the 50s up to current, but it is a blast to go in there and play. Yeah, actually, it is, Mike. It is easy to work with. Just time consuming, at least the way I did it. Um, I do have a little bit more liquid nails to put down. I'll probably do that here in a little bit and then call it a night. That way the weight can sit on it all night long. And then maybe tomorrow night I'll get out here and do plaster cloth on all the seams. Well, there's the explanation of why it came up with his name. $2.2 billion. Pocket change. Yeah, I think there's a little age difference between us and my son. He's 18. plaster cloth is fun. I don't know what it is. Like I said in my video, I don't know if it's just because you get your hands messy and you can wipe it on you. But plaster cloth is a lot of fun. I really have fun with it. There's nothing like going to work after vacation. Definitely in my line of business. I'm a service advisor at a Ford dealership. And you just never know what happened while you were gone. It's it's nerve-wracking. Hey, PWCJ, Paul, my neighbor. Paul's a guy that lives about 10 minutes from me. He lives by the depot in Tomball. Glad you could stop in there, my neighbor. Harps in a Chevy dealership. Well, we kind of in the same line of business there. Peyton, that was the plaster cloth itself. Paul, what does your schedule look like for this week? You may get to come over and help me do some plaster clothing. Mike, working at home. Never had that opportunity. Might be kind of scary because that bed would be calling my name all the time. But I guess I'd figure out that you can't do that to work. So, John, you work for Chevrolet. I've been with Ford for 18 years. Did you now? I know years ago, back in the early 90s, they had a lot of HO scale highway patrol cars. Always wanted to get one for Texas State Highway Patrol. What'd your dad do for Ford, Mike? And then Vinny, you said you used to be a technician for what, BMW, right? You said it. Okay, Paul, let me know. Might be going to New Braunfels train show this weekend. Things are going on here at my house. Things are changing here. So it just depends on what I got going on. I really want to go because John Tanzillo is going to be there, and I'd like to beat up with him, talk to him a little bit. Mike, I'm sorry to hear that. Mike, I lost my dad quite a few years ago, and it's tough. Tony, how you doing there, sir? Tony, on your shirts, I've seen something about an auto group. What kind of work do you do, Tony? Hey, Ben, what's going on? We talked about it in thing. See, this is what I do, Ben, Copenhagen. You have to read his comments to know what we're talking about. Nah, Paul, it says coming weekend. What's a fad, Tony? And Tony, question for you. How many times did you sing Love Shack today from the background music? Am I still pixelating on your screen? Tony, there was something about you that I liked. Ford. We'll pick this microphone stand up, and Tony, I'm going to show you something here. So everybody walk with us here now. Here we go. Get you closer to the radio. How you like that sign over my door right there, Tony? And now we'll go back over here. All right. Hey, Cheryl, how are you doing there? Good song and turn it up. Yeah, then y'all will be like Jack with Sparky's buzzer going, like that. Oh, yeah, now I got to get caught back up here on this chat thing. Oh, so I guess I just need to sit still, right? Oh, it just said authorized parts. Ford Global. Turn the radio up. Yes, Paul, it did say Ford, of course. You know, I guess one of these days I could get my old DJ speakers out and put them in here and play music for y'all. No, I won't do that. That's loud. Neighbors would hate me. A little bit off topic. Seems like on Vinny's live stream, we always talk about food. So what did everybody eat tonight? Selling some batteries there, aren't you, Tony? I think we sell batteries crazy down here in the Houston area because it's so hot. My mom actually called me this evening. She thinks her starter's going out on her not her starter, but her flywheel on her 2014 Edge. I go, what's it doing, Mom? She goes, click, 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 click. I go, that's your battery. Very common. Sorry about that. I got something that came up that said YouTube stopped. So I hope y'all can see me again. All right, Vinny, I really appreciate you stopping in, man. That means a lot to see you stop by and hang out a few minutes. So I'll make sure I catch yours on Friday night for sure. Yes, sir. I'm an Aggie. Do like Texas A&M? They had a bye week this week, so didn't get to watch them. Astros are out of contingent for the World Series. So hey, but U of H won, and I don't watch pro football, but I do like it when the Texans win because that means we get half price pizzas from Papa John's, and that's what we had for supper tonight was Papa John's because it was half price. Meathead cheeseburger. Must be a local chain because I ain't never heard of meatheads around here. I think we all should have gone to Mike Thomas's house for supper. So what you gonna get, Paul? You gonna get you some Whataburger or something? May have to call old Michael early up. Sure. What the heck? I'll get everybody some food. So if everybody came down to help build that dream lottery winning layout, like we were talking about earlier, then we would be having pizza and a chain here called Whataburger. It's a good hamburger. I don't know when the last time I had a traditional turkey dinner was on Thanksgiving, Mike. I think last year we actually did fajitas, is what we did. And on Christmas Day, we made chicken and dumplings. That's what we make. It'd be a heck of a tab, but we won a $2.2 billion lottery, so who cares? But I hope y'all like wine because we'd be having some wine to go with all that food and hamburgers and pizza and wine. Who cares? Absolutely, bring me a Dr. Pepper. Yes, Jacob, I did say Whataburger. What a burger. Beer by the kegs. Lone Star beer or Bud Light. But there's three types of beer. There's cheap beer, expensive beer, free beer. Free beer is always the best one. I have to say, I've never had Alaskan beer before, Joe. Yes, we have Five Guys all over the place around down here in the Houston area, Ben. Brats, chili cheeseburgers, taco awesome, and meatloaf for Joe G. A buffet of food. JT1, gotta get them priorities straight, brother. Yeah, we got Culver's here. Cheese curds at Culver's are the bomb. Love those cheese curds at Culver's. Yeah, I did notice they took the Carl's Jr.'s out, Peyton. They took the one off of Louetta, took it out, and the one in Tomball they took away too. The one by the Academy. It's cool that she's in the hobby also. She like the same stuff as you, or does she kind of like her own train lines? Howdy there, Bob. How are you, sir? It wouldn't surprise me, Peyton. I never saw a lot of people at Carl's Jr. Freddy's. I don't know if y'all have Freddy's up where y'all are at, but Freddy's sells curbs now, and they're pretty good as well. So she likes the north and the south. The Texas State Fair is going on right now, and I have never been to the Texas State Fair. But there's always a lot of TV shows about all the food and stuff there. But I've always said if I ever go to the Texas State Fair, I will not go on the weekend that University of Texas plays Oklahoma. That place is a madhouse. Yeah, Peyton, you'll realize that a lot on these live streams, they're always talking about food for some reason, especially on Friday night on Vinny's. Minnesota and California. So where are you at now? corn dogs. Tell them about pairing wines and stuff. A couple years ago, Brenda got a deep fryer for a birthday gift, and so we just wanted to fry stuff. So we fried corn dogs, egg rolls, I think some cheese sticks, and then we had wine with it. Goofy pairing, but it was good. So fried food and wine, it goes together. No doubt. Probably one thing that I don't care for, Twinkie. That is so sweet. A fried Twinkie. Not a big fan of that. All right, John. Thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it quite a bit. Well, folks, we've been here over an hour here. I think I am going to sign off. I got to go in and feed the Great Dane and get her calmed down for the night. And had fun. Thank y'all for stopping by on my impromptu chat. Um, maybe I'll do one next week. Maybe I'll give a warning, maybe not. So, y'all have fun. Have a good week. And instead of happy trails, I'll say happy rails.